How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Today we're checking out a new commander from One All Will Be One. I said One Will Be All. Nope, that's not this set. Yeah, so this is a mono red commander. And he is a goblin, but he's not goblin tribal. In fact, he is Slobad, the Iron Goblin. And he likes artifacts. We'll take a free mull on this. Yeah, this is not great, but it's not the worst. So Slobad. Slobad actually it kind of has an interesting ability. So he lets you sacrifice an artifact to get mana equal to that artifact's mana value. And he does that for free. So the ideal is that you play like a 3 or 4 drop, you sacrifice it, and then you cast a 6 or 7 drop. Treasure chest. Always. I don't know. I looked at it for a second and I didn't know what I was seeing. It's basically I don't know, man. This is a card that I apparently did not read very well. So we could we don't really have the hand space for it yet, so we're gonna key to the archive. I guess we take the lightning helix. So next time we pop the chest. Man, there's a new isekai out this season as far as the seasonal anime goes, and it opens with a handyman trying to open a chest, and it's frankly difficult to understand. High roll. 17. Gain 3 cards. Alright, so I have 3 mana left over. I could slowed. Also, Lightning Helix doesn't do anything, does it? So let's just get down another mana rock. Mycosense, though. That's interesting. This is a card that I've been brewing around too, and it's been in a few of the decks that we've already seen on the channel. Just hasn't really come up in practice. I think one of the weirdest, because it says same for you control it for non-land permanents that aren't on the battlefield. So what I assume that means is that we can use artifact spells that search up artifacts to search up non-artifacts as long as we have this on the battlefield. And that opens up blue and red in particular to having a couple more ways to get permanents out of their deck that they couldn't have otherwise, right? Yeah, I think with Urabrask is our best bet. He's a good blocker, and he prevents our opponent from sitting there countering everything we ever played. Unectus Grand Metatact is something that I'm also interested in building around because of this text here. I feel like there's like a Veridity Circle thing going on, and I kind of want to figure out how to use it. Ooh. Copying it also is kind of cool because you get to double the trigger. let's get down our Thran Spider. Let's get down our Slobad. And let's try to find an artifact worth casting. Mistress command is not what we're looking for, so we'll set a stop. No attack. Let's see what we can blank this turn. And they can play that. And I guess. I don't know. K up. This is an interesting deck. Because you're seeing cards that you don't normally see. Like Crashing Drawbridge, you can see in a lot of decks because its tap ability is actually really good. But there are also other ways to do it too, right? That are just passive. You don't need a creature. So the fact that it taps itself is kind of a drawback in those circumstances because you can just get it passively. But if you get triggers off of it, I mean, that makes a lot more sense. Gilded Lotus, I don't really care. The draw? So Slobad actually works really well with Usually works really well with the synthesizer because you can sacrifice it for free, right? And then you get a mana out of it. And you still get its, when it enters or leaves the battlefield trigger. You don't get the 2/2 Samurai, but the 2/2 Samurai isn't all that important. Their plants have haste now. Yeah, I might have to get rid of, that Mycothins. Because it's increasing the power of some of those cards. Slobad. It's unfortunate he doesn't have haste. Because if he did... Deck of many things is kind of cool. Activate that. Don't want to land. Deck of many things for next turn. So, you really want to sacrifice your unearthed creatures to Slobad to get the free mana out of them, but we didn't have anything to cast, and our Slobad was in our hand, so we didn't have the haste necessary to make that happen. It's a bit of a shame. Ooh, this is bad. Psychosis Crawler is one of those cards you see and you know it's to kill you. That whenever you draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. Like, that's an ability to kill you. I wonder if they have an artifact creature in their graveyard. They do not. If they did, we could pray for a deck of many things win, which I have not experienced yet, but I would be open to it if the magic gods are listening. Where we could reanimate an artifact creature from their graveyard and then kill it. Let's get rid of that. Deck of many things. We have drawn the most lands. Between the two, that's the better one, right? What would I have to sacrifice to make that work? Cancel, so I have one. If we have 5 mana, we need to sacrifice a 4-drop. But we have 6 mana, so we need to sacrifice a 3-drop. Actually, we have 6, 8, so we only need to sacrifice a 1-drop. That's doable. See if we can blank another draw. Nope, okay. How many have we blanked? We've blanked 2. Well, no, actually, we blanked 1. We caught 1 counterspell. I don't know. Their creatures have surprisingly high toughness. It's making it difficult for me to get through. I would like my Platinum Angel back, but I have not found a way to return it yet. You gotta be careful, because if they tap out and we're not dead, we do just kill them. But I think they have it. They just need to attack now. Go on opponent, combo away. Yeah, we've seen enough. We know how it ends. That was our game 1. Slobad got crawlered to death. Maybe the Mycosynth wasn't the problem. Maybe we could have saved it. Saved our, God, what do you call that card? It has a name. I know it has a name. All I know it has is the 8 mana 8/8 that destroy something when it attacks or is cast. But Drawbridge is definitely something that should actually be in our deck, now that I think about it reasonably. This is a Magda on 2 into Slobad on 3. Hopefully cast something, find something to cast for Slobad on 4, otherwise we windfall. Like, the treasure plan is a minor sub-theme of the deck, and its main reason for existence is to cheat out the 4 and 5 mana mana artifacts a turn early so that we can actually cast relevant spells. You're gonna remove Slobad too? Off in space? You're just making everything I love go away, huh? I guess we whinged enough about it that they decided not to. I don't know, I do play a bit of like standard and historic and explorer ranked on occasion, and when I do, it always baffles me coming back to transitioning back into Brawl to not see like the little rank symbol next to a person's name, but it makes sense, right? Because why would it exist in a casual format? I don't know, sometimes I want to know what the rank of the Brawl players I'm facing is, so that I know if I'm horribly outmatched or if I'm horribly overmatched. And I guess that isn't actually a concern at all, because I know Bronze League players who have utterly destroyed me. Double block? I'm fine with that. I'm gonna Hidden Archive though, because trading a temporary mana for 2 permanent mana is what I'm about. Did you honestly think I was gonna sacrifice my Hidden Archive? I would never do such a thing. It's too valuable as card draw. I don't know. The variety in Brawl is probably why it's one of the more fun things you can do on Arena, because you get to see not only different types of decks every now and then. Like, there are a couple of repeat offenders that you're going to see a lot because they're powerful cards that people like playing with. I think we Slobad again. But it'd feel bad if Slobad dies, I think we Symmetry Matrix. Pray we draw a land. And then we can Slobad draw a card, so that way if he gets removed, we actually have come out ahead in that interaction. Like, Symmetry Matrix is not a card that I think is going to be, or not a card that I think should be in every deck. But in this deck, I found myself putting in, like, Mind's Eye, and it was like, if you're going to put in Mind's Eye, you might as well put in Symmetry Matrix, right? Because a lot of the times it's just going to be better. We didn't draw a land, unfortunately, and that is a problem. Let's burn down the house. Prevent this from getting any more cookie on our watch. And just try it again next turn. Like, we have Thrill and Windfall in case things get overly dire. The Elysian Landing is having a hard time flipping. Hey, there it is. Okay, so Slobad into Symmetry Matrix. Do you have hey, here's another land. I needed one of those. I wonder what they have in hand. Because that felt like they were trying to, were thinking about doing something, but one of the cards that was their interaction didn't quite line up right. It's one of the weirdest tells that you can see in Arena, I think. Not really the weirdest, but it is a definite tell that is weird because it's not something that happens in real life, or I don't think it happens on Magic Online, but my games on Magic Online are very limited in scope. Goodbye Symmetry Matrix. Hello Portal to Phyrexia. Yes, Slobad is another card that's just good at casting Portal to Phyrexia. Turns out it's a bit of a decent card. Let's see if the mana ties is real. I feel like it is. Nope, okay. Color me impressed. Next turn we go Chromatic Orrery. And then if we get a land drop, we can actually just Skyclave to back it up. Wow. Okay, I was going to say swing in for 3, but our opponent saw our ramp and decided that it was just not worth the trouble. So that was our game 2. Moving on to our game 3. We are at 22 minutes. That's impressive. Impressive in its own way, I suppose. Like, the reason I like commanders like Slobad is because they ask you to do something different in a color, right? Like, red is known as an artifact color, but it's not its main stick, right? Like, its main stick is that it has the cheap, fast creatures that get in quickly, and it has burn, right? Those are its main things. But it also has, like, an artifact commander. And it does share that with white. However, I feel like when red and white get together, the party is almost always just artifacts, right? It's, can you make a cool looking sword? They made everything into enchantments. Why would they do that? Why would you put this in an Elishnorn deck? I am perplexed and perturbed. No attack. I don't have an artifact to return yet. This guy, he's in the deck for redundancy, right? Like, if you sacrifice your Portal to Phyrexia, you can get rid of this guy the following turn, get back your Portal to Phyrexia, do it all over again. Elishnorn is particularly difficult for a red deck to handle, so I feel like we just need to get up to Portal to Phyrexia as quickly as possible. Actually, I'm going to trade here, if possible. Yeah, I don't have any reason to pay for it. You're actually 2 mana, aren't you? Well, that's a little sad. So we have 5, 6, 7. So we can play a Chromatic Orrery next turn, if everything goes according to plan. Well, they can return their Pilgrim, but ramping's probably just better. Are they going to spend a turn getting rid of Slobad, or are they actually going to go into their commander? Because if they go into their commander, yeah, they're actually going to spend a turn getting rid of Slobad. Makes sense. Oh, this kind of cuts off our plan. So I don't know if they have another 2-mana creature in their deck, or in their hand at the moment. They definitely have it in their deck, but they might not have it in their hand. Rude. That's better than Magda dying. This gets me up to Orrery next turn. And Orrery gets me up to Portal. I'm about to say all chains of Magic the Gathering end at Portal when you're in a mono red artifact deck. Which is a little sad in itself, but did you hit full control, friend? I guess you did, right? No, you didn't. I know this feeling. This is the I didn't hit full control. Yeah. That's sad. It's really sad. Because they could have tapped those 2 lands before they sacrificed them, and then they could have cast their commander, and they would have been hunky-dory. But the hunky-dory did not happen. Platinum Angel, you can go away. So this gets me up to 9. A little bit of a convoluted line, but it maximized our mana for the turn. I don't want to attack because then they could block, and then Elesh Norn does nothing. Or Elesh Norn does something, and that's not what we want. We just kind of have to pray for no creature. Which actually turned out okay for us. At the moment. It turned out okay at the moment. I should know. Yeah, I 100% will have to trade this. That keeps it down to 3. And 3 is the magic number to get portaled. Oh my god, never mind. Return a card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. I forgot the Elesh Norn turns off portal to Phyrexia. We have no plan. Go on, opponent. I know what I did. I get to reanimate a Platinum Angel now. How will you ever defeat me? I was just using it for the reanimation. Don't look at my greedy blocks. Anything good in your yard? No, not really. So we take 13. My graveyard, please. Platinum Angel. Go ahead and play that. Doesn't work with Symmetry Matrix, so we don't care. And let's pray for a 20. 12, okay. So they definitely have removal. They just have to find it. We, on the other hand, are looking for a way to protect Platinum Angel. Boots is in the deck, I'm pretty sure. We'll block there, return an artifact to our hand. Platinum Angel, keeping us from losing the game. What a good boy. I'll take me a Magda. We're still in this. We're at negative 20, but we're still in this. That's disappointing. So Treasure Chest could get us something. I mean, there's got to be other lines than Portal to Phyrexia. They don't have the removal spell. They do have the removal spell. GG opponent. The hubris of that moment. Like, they waited a turn though, right? So we didn't know. But Slobad, he's very cool. I like him very much. He does cool things, and I want to see more of him. But he's kind of dead, right? Like, he's a Phyrexian. That means he's pretty much dead. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.